Thursday, February 20th, and I recommended going to Gulfstream Park today in race number one. My top selection, Grand Jefe, and my second choice, Isaac Leo. Uh, Made up a $6.40 exacta. Grand Jefe won, paid $5.40. Isaac Leo finishing a neck behind as a slight favorite at 1.6 to 1. So a good way to start the day, and always nice to add some money to the bankroll. And of course, bankroll started at $500 back around the Breeders' Cup in early November, and the wager each day is 1.5% of what's in the bankroll. And we've climbed back above $600 again, and added nearly $1 into the piggy bank, because each time we're lucky enough to cash a ticket, 7% of the profit goes into the piggy bank. So certainly a good day, and we'll try and have another good day on Friday. And Friday will take us back to Gulfstream Park and try our luck in race number 6, which is a uh, race for 3-year-olds who I still consider to be 2-year-olds until May 1st, when I graduate the this crop into the older category. My statistics have two categories for age: younger and older, and younger is until May 1st of their 3rd year. Um, Actually, I don't think I've mentioned it before, but if you went to my website and did a little reading on how my statistics are created, uh, I ask 3 questions about the type of race. Is it a maiden race or is it not a maiden race? Is it a dirt race or is it a turf race? And the all weather surfaces get kind of lumped in with the dirt races. And the third question um, is it a race for younger horses or for older horses? So race number 6 at Gulfstream on Friday is a non-maiden dirt race for younger horses. And when you're uh, looking at the stats for this race, you see race type. It says 8NC, and race type 8. There are 8 race types by answering those 3 questions that I just posed. And again, it's a non-maiden dirt race for younger horses. And just to put a number to each race type, this is race type 8 uh, for my stats. And you see the distance is 8.31 furlongs. That's 1.70 miles. And the purse for this race is $54,000. And my top choice in this race would be number 5, Miss Mary Nell. And my second choice would be number 2, Spirited Boss. Now, Miss Mary Nell, a 3-year-old filly, has run 8 races already. Been pretty busy for a 3-year-old in this day and age. Has 2 wins and 2/3, and has won at this distance already, which is certainly a plus. Has won over the track, and that came 2 starts back on December 6th. 1.70 miles over the all weather surface at Gulfstream. in an optional claiming $35,000 race, and she basically wired the field um, as the favorite, winning that race. And then last time out on January 9th, going a mile and a 16th over the all-weather surface at Gulfstream. Uh, she pressed the early pace and faded late to lose by 3 lengths, finishing fifth. Did have an excuse, said there was a bump start, and briefly led at the 3/16th hole. So um, the maiden win was actually on turf back August 10th at Gulfstream Park, going 7.5 furlongs, where she stalked the early lead and then won by 3.5 lengths to break her maiden. So certainly capable of stalking and winning is this 3-year-old filly. Number two, Spirited Babes only had two career starts, and last time out wired the field uh, over the dirt track here at Gulfstream uh, to break her maiden. She's now stretching out in distance, and that's really the big question mark with Spirited Boss. And I almost kind of didn't want to make her my second choice in this race, but really uh, wasn't liking my other options for a second choice in this particular field. Certainly, far and away, Miss Mary Nell is my top choice. And looking at the sire report, uh, Sire Gervin has had 19 previous winners of this type of race, a non-main uh, dirt race for younger horses, and 58% have come at 8 to 8.5 furlongs. And you see the average is only 26%. So fits very well at this distance. And you look at Spirited Boss by Street Boss, 8 previous winners of this type of race, and none of them have come at 8 to 8.5 furlongs. Street Boss is more of a sprint sire than going long. So there's a pretty good knock. Uh, it's a low percentage play for Spirited Boss to win at this distance tomorrow. It's certainly not impossible by any stretch of the imagination, and I'm just saying playing the percentages much favor Miss Mary Nell at this distance. And you see the layoff figure for Miss Mary Nell and her sire Gervin is 161, or 61% above the average for getting winners on 37 to 60 days rest, and got a nicely above average 41 maturity factor in that far right column. So very positive stats, really pointing to Miss Mary Nell. And we go to the broodmare sire stats, and it's no joke. Here's a bit of a knock on Miss Mary Nell, that it's no joke has only had 13 total dirt wins, and none of them have been when the purse is greater than $50,000. That's a little bit of a concern, but it's from a very small sample. So, and this particular filly has shown that she can win at this distance, uh, and also at the higher purse. In fact, that optional claiming $35,000 race back on December 6th, well, that would be included. I'd have to check to see what the purse level was on that particular race. Um, I just recently added the December data to my database. My data is database, or the stats are based on winning performances over the most recent 3 years, which would be 2022, 2023, and 2024. And I'm currently working on uh, the data for January 2025. I still have to add one piece of data to every single race in North America because the electronic download of race results does not include one particular stat. So, such is the work of doing this work, which I've been doing now for nearly 30 years. Oh, getting back to it, there's a little kink in the armor on the broodmare sire for Miss Mary Nell. But looking at this field and the prospects of others, to me, she really is the one to beat. And going over to the trainer stat, uh, Carlos David, uh, 21 previous winners of this type of race. So he deals with the young horses quite a bit. And distance, person, layoff are all perfectly fine stats. And the maturity factor is a whopping 68. So he really does well with these young horses. So let's see how we do. There's a slightly longer video. Got into some issues that hadn't talked about before. Uh, would appreciate any questions anybody might have. There's a comment section below the period, below the video, where you can write a comment about this video. Ask me a question. Uh, you're also welcome to ask me a question via email at andyschnell7@gmail.com. I have no problem with that, and also invite you to visit my website, breedingwinners.com, and learn more about my work. And make it a great day, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.